What color is it?
Yeah, what color is it?
It's that.
What color though?
New one.
Yes, it is.
Make a little turn and this one already feels smooth.
Here's one.
I think this one
I love yours. This one's really pretty too.
Today we're starting a fun project with me and the little man and one of his cousins to polish up some rocks. When I was a kid, my grandfather gave me a bunch of rocks and a rock polisher, and he would like help me polish rocks, and it became a really fun and special hobby that bonded me with him, and I still have my like whole rock collection. I thought it'd be a fun thing to do with the kids. Both kids have picked out some rocks that we're gonna put in, and it'll be a several week process, and we will see what our rocks become. And I got this whole collection. Like these ones are only half done. They were never finished.
Whoa! This is a crystal.
I found some on Mount Bali that might turn out like
This
that.
is a crystal.
With that one with the stripe.
Whoa! It's right. Looks like a crystal.
Yeah, the clear ones are really, really cool.
Oh, it's black.
Yeah.
Black. Whoa.
It's so pretty.
black. It's a crystal. Then it's like it's black.
So the polishing is 4 steps. We've got the coarse grit, then a finer grit, medium grit, a fine grit, and a polish. Right, and the first step takes like 2 weeks. And I have to check it every day, and then we switch it, clean it, and switch it out. So today we're doing step 1. We're gonna clean the rocks, and then we're gonna put the grit and the water in the tumbler, and we're gonna start step 1, the coarse grit. And that's gonna take off all the rough edges, the roughest edges. Then we can sort of smooth them, and then we can sort of polish them.
So they're all shiny.
Mm-hmm, so look at all
What
shiny.
do you think?
I think that one's awesome. All right, let's put these ones away, and let's get out the ones that we're gonna work with, okay? Are the ones
Already?
that the little man and I found on a walk in our neighborhood here.
Oh.
The ones on the left are the ones that I got, and the ones on the right are the ones that he picked out. Yeah, what do you think? They're gonna be cool?
That's gonna feel cool.
So these ones are special. No, these ones my grandfather gave me, and I never had a chance to try and see what they do. So like dark, like black rocks, it'll be interesting to see if these ones totally disappear or if they actually polish up or what happens to them. These ones are old.
Those ones are old.
So now the little man and I found these up on our hike on the mountain today. These ones could start to turn into that kind of crystal looking thing. And this one's got like a nice stripe. This one's got polka dots.
This one already looks like a crystal.
Yeah. These are Cousin S's rocks that she brought over. We got the brown one with the stripes and the white one. That one might look crystal-like too when it's done. Our gemstone kit.
Whoa.
Yeah, so these actually are gonna look like
Rose
crystals.
quartz?
Yeah, rose quartz.
Oh my gosh.
We got some tiger's eye, some adventurine. There's some jasper and a Dalmatian jasper. That's what it is. Are we ready to get to washing?
Yeah.
Spray it. And when you get them wet, you can almost kind of tell how they might start to look when they get polished, right? They get a little bit shinier. Yeah, you get a good idea. Yeah, that looks pretty good, right?
Yep.
This is my favorite rose
Yeah.
quartz.
Take them out and put them on the top. I'll take the toothbrush.
Whoa. This one looks like a white brick.
Mm-hmm.
This is totally a crystal.
Oh no. What did you do?
Yeah, there he goes. He left.
No.
Do you see what's happening up there?
Buckethead.
I'm super
Are
red.
we ready for the next step? Yes, okay. So this is our rock tumbler barrel. So this is where all the rocks go. So we put all the rocks inside our tumbler here.
This is the best day of my life. Like, no, no.
Oh, you want to do the rest?
In real life, this is my best day I have my whole life. What is that?
That's the grit. This is what helps polish up the rocks.
It's like sandpaper without
So
the
this is
paper.
the rough sandpaper, see?
I see it.
Sprinkle it around.
Whoa! It looks like little crystals crunched up, like black crystals.
Then we have to put the water just to the bottom of the top layer of rocks. All right, I think we got a good amount of water. Now we got to seal it all up.
I feel confused because how is it gonna be grinded?
That's our next step. Are you ready to go see?
Yeah.
You want to see how it's going to be grinded?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Typically, rocks are tumbled in rivers and streams, right? So there's the sand in the sediment in the bottom of the river, which is our grit, and then they tumble about. So this simulates that tumbling. So we've got our barrel. We put it on our tumbling device.
Put it on me.
Yeah, flip the switch.
Whoa.
There it goes. And this first step takes about a week or two before we get all the rough edges polished off. And then we will open it up and check on them, clean off all the grit, add our next level of grit, and keep going for step 2. So we'll see you all in a couple weeks, okay? All right. Our 8 days after starting our rocks, and we're ready to open her up. It's time to switch to step 2. Let's take a look. You ready to see what we got here? A week into step 1, and we are ready to change out to step 2. And so we got our colander out, because we're gonna rinse all the grit and everything off. We gotta make sure everything is very, very clean so that step 2 can work correctly. All right. So here we have,
What is that?
it's our slurry of grit and water. And you can see like the rocks are lower than the water because they got smaller, because they got smoothed over. See what happened to our rocks.
No!
We gotta rinse them all off and get all the grit off.
Look at the corners.
And look, see how the corners are rounded now?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what step 1 does. It rounds the corners, takes off all the roughest edges. But what happens when they dry is the shine starts to go away. See, look, when it's dry, it's not as shiny anymore.
Yeah, they're not polished.
So they're not polished yet. They're just
rounded.
the first step of smooth and rounded.
I think this one's mine. Oh my gosh, so clear.
It's just important that you get all the grit out, because we don't want the coarser grit involved in our next step, because it'll make it less effective. Patterns.
Whoa. That's so cool.
It's got little patterns in it. See them?
All cleaned off?
I hope so. As much as I'm going to be able to get them right now. There we go.
This is what happens during the breaks.
Our rocks are all clean, yeah? So now we have to put them back into the barrel. You guys want to help me put them back in the barrel?
I do.
Yeah. If you notice, the barrel's only about half full and we want about 2/3 to 3/4 full, right? Because the rocks got smaller. So we add our plastic pellets to, 1, it'll make a smoother tumble for the rocks, and 2, it will take up the extra space. So we'll have a full enough barrel. All right, we're gonna go about that full. So now we got our rocks and our pellets in the barrel. We're gonna add our step 2 grit into the barrel. We're gonna add our water. Add the water just up to about there. See, just about covering the rocks. Now we're all set. We put the lid on and we put it back on the machine. So step 2 is ready to go on the machine. All right, you want to turn it on? All right, hit the switch. There we go. Step 2, up and running. We got about a week, and we'll see you then. right, so we are finishing step 2 on to step 3. Pretty much the same as before. Rinse everything out, get everything clean, and then put in the pre-polish for another week. Let's go. Whoa! There's our plastic pellets. Now they're pouring in. So what we want to do is separate all the pellets from the rocks themselves.
This one off.
Right, it's smooth but not totally shiny yet. After you guys dried it off? Yeah. So getting there.
Time to reload.
Yeah, some of these are getting so tiny. I think they make it. So we had this like 3/4 of the way full when we started.
3/4 of the way full.
Now it's like half or just under half.
It's bigger.
This is our pre-polish grit. Gonna add that to it. Whoa, see, it's more powdery and less coarse. And we gotta add our filler, our handy dandy plastic pellets to make it half to 3/4 of the way full. So funny, you guys didn't hear this that much, but with the plastic pellets, the tumbling was so much quieter this last week than it was the first week. Now we got enough filler in there, and we're gonna add the water, and we'll put it back on the machine for another week, and we'll check again.
Aww.
Are we ready?
I'm so excited.
Just enough.
Little man is in the proper safety gear, right here.
I'm gonna turn it on.
And flip the switch.
Whoa!
There we go. Alright, so today we start the final step, the polish step. Are you kids excited?
I'm so excited!
Cousin S is very excited.
Yes,
You excited, little man?
Yeah!
Yeah!
Look
Polish
at
step!
it, it's so pretty!
Polish step.
Alright, let's go.
Whoa.
Watch the rocks.
Whoa! It looks so pretty! Whoa! Oh my god!
We're getting there.
Look at how cool, guys.
I want this as a rose quartz! Wait, no. This is my favorite rose quartz. I want this!
We did the same steps before. Rinse, put back in with the polish and the plastic pellets. And now we got 5 to 7 days and they should be done. You ready to start it?
Me!
You. There we go. And flips. Yay! We'll see you in 5 to 7 days, everybody.
Good job, guys.
All right. It's a week later. Polishing stage is done. Let's see what we got.
This one might be my favorite.
Yeah, they shrink quite a bit. Fun. Here's one of the ones that you brought with the stripe.
I want to play Brad. Oh my gosh, that stripe is so cool.
And I believe this is the other one that you brought. And this is one of the ones that the man found. You found that one, bud.
This one. A crystal?
It's probably a form of granite. A lot of the rocks in this area, so this whole section here are rocks to be found locally or up in the mountain, and a lot of it's granite. Want to see before and after?
Yeah.
Let's see before and after. All right.
Whoa! I said I wanted to.
Yeah, we're all looking together. This is a tiger's eye before and after. Mm-hmm. That's an adventuring before and after. This one might be a little lighter color. Yeah. That's kind of crazy.
No, I wanted it.
And
I see his hands.
This one might be this one. I did.
Yeah, look, you found the black one.
Speaking of the black one,
I want that one.
look at that.
Oh.
This is just like charcoal. And this one you can see, if you look closely, there's little almost like patterns in it.
Whoa.
Right?
It's like someone splattered ink all over it.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty neat, guys.
And these are basically like the rocks out in our gravel pit. I was gonna grab some, but I forgot. So, what do you think of our rock polishing adventure, everybody?
Fun.
Thumbs up.
Yeah?
Double.
You guys want to do it again sometime?
Yeah.
All right.
2 thumbs up and a foot.
And a foot.
All right.
Snap. Ooh.
When I was a grandfather, no.
Wait a minute.
When I was a grandfather,